What's up, Church Kids Junior? My name is Jason, and I'm super excited and happy to see you for online church today. Now, before we dive any deeper into what we're going to be talking about, we are going to go over our main point for this weekend. This week, we are saying, I will listen to instructions. Church Kids Junior, can you repeat that after me? And do the movements too, okay? Say, I will listen to instructions. Great job. Alrighty, one more time. I'm going to challenge you. Say it as loud as you can, okay? Say, I will listen to instructions. Great job. Now, I have an amazing Bible story to share with you. Are you ready to jump right into the story? Great. Now, this story is about Adam and Eve. And the story goes a little something like this. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. He created the ocean, the sky, and the land. He created the sun and the moon, and he hung the stars. Then God spoke and made all of the animals. He made cows, hippos, monkeys, gorillas, whales, dolphins, meerkats, and even the penguins. Church Kids Junior, what were some of the things that God created? That's right, he created the heavens and the earth. He also created the sun, the moon, and he hung the stars. Now, he also made some animals. So on the count of three, I want you to shout out your favorite animal as loud as you can to me, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, wow, those were some awesome animals. I heard dogs, cats, sharks, birds. Great job. Now, for Mr. Jason, I love dogs. Now, I used to have a dog when I was younger, but I don't anymore. So are you guys ready to jump right back into the story? Great. Along with the rest of creation, God also created a man and a woman. Their names were Adam and Eve. Everyone say, hi, Adam. Everyone say, hi, Eve. Now, Adam and Eve were the first humans ever. Now, God planted a gigantic garden full of every kind of fruit and tree imaginable. The Garden of Eden had a variety of smells because there were so many different trees there. Adam and Eve could eat any fruit they wanted. Oranges, apples, bananas, grapes, strawberries, and even pomegranates. Alrighty, Church Kids Junior, what were the names of the two people that were inside of the garden that God created? That's right, their names were Adam and Eve. Now, do you remember the name of the garden? Alrighty, I want you to guess one more time. Try one more time. That's right, the Garden of Eden. Now, Adam and Eve were able to eat some fruit that they wanted to eat. Now, I want to know what your favorite fruit is, okay? So on the count of three, shout out your favorite fruit to me, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Great job. Those are some awesome fruits. I heard apples, oranges, strawberries, bananas. For Mr. Jason, I really love coconuts, and I really love blueberries. Those are some great things to even put in a smoothie if you ever want to try. You guys ready to get back into the story? Great job. Let's jump right in. Now, in the middle of the garden, there were two trees, the tree of life and the tree of knowledge of good and evil. Then God gave Adam and Eve these instructions. You can eat from any tree in the garden, but you must not eat from the tree of knowledge of good and evil. For when you eat from it, you will certainly die. Church Kids Junior, how many types of trees were there in the Garden of Eden? That's right, 2 different trees. Do you remember the names of the trees? Correct, the tree of life and the tree of knowledge of good and evil. Now, which one was the one that Adam and Eve could not eat from? Correct again, the tree of knowledge of good and evil. They weren't allowed to eat from that one. So we're gonna play a game, okay? When I say tree of life, I need you to give me a big thumbs up like this, okay? And when I say tree of knowledge of good and evil, I need you to give me a big thumbs down like this, okay? Are you ready to play? Awesome, let's play. Alrighty, here we go. Tree of life. Tree of knowledge of good and evil. Did you keep your thumb up? Come on, you remember the tree of knowledge of good and evil is not good. We need to give them a thumb. We need to give that tree a thumbs down. Alrighty, let's play again, okay? Ready? Tree of life. Tree of life. Tree of knowledge of good and evil. Good and evil. Tree of life. Good and evil. Great job, Church Kids Junior. Let's jump right back into the story. God gave Adam these 3 instructions. Take care of the garden, name all of the animals, and don't eat from the tree of knowledge of good and evil. As long as Adam listened and obeyed, everything would be okay. So Adam and his wife Eve took care of the garden. They made sure the trees and plants remained fruitful. When an animal would walk by that Adam hadn't seen before, he gave it a name. Now everything was going great until one day, Adam and Eve met the snake. Now, the snake was the smartest animal God had created. The snake said to Eve, "Did God really say you can't eat from any tree in the garden?" Eve replied, "God said we can eat from the trees in the garden, but not the one in the middle. I can't touch it either, for I will die." The evil snake then said, "You're not going to die, Eve, for God knows that when you eat from it, your eyes will be open. You will be like God, knowing good and evil." Finally, Eve made her choice. She was not going to listen and obey the instructions God had given her. She saw that the tree of knowledge of good and evil was beautiful and delicious to eat from. So Eve grabbed a fruit, ate some, and gave the rest to her husband, Adam. Did Adam and Eve listen and obey God's instructions? No, that's right, they disobeyed God. Now Adam and Eve did not follow instructions. God told them not to eat from the tree of knowledge of good and evil, but they went ahead and did it anyways. When both Adam and Eve ate the fruit, their eyes were opened and they felt ashamed. Then they sewed fig leaves together to cover themselves. As Adam and Eve hid in the garden, God took a walk through the trees. God called out to them and said, "Where are you, Adam and Eve?" Adam said, "I heard you walking, so I hid. I was afraid." Now, unfortunately, since Adam and Eve did not listen and obey God's instructions, they couldn't live in the Garden of Eden anymore. You see, God, along with our parents, give us instructions to keep us safe. When we decide not to listen and obey, we will face the consequences, just like Adam and Eve did. And that's why this week we are saying, I will listen to instructions. Church Kids Junior, can you repeat that after me? And do the movements too, okay? Say, I will listen to instructions. Great job. Alrighty, one more time as loud as you can. I want to hear you through those iPads and those TV screens. Say, I will listen to instructions. Great job, Church Kids Junior. Let's pray. Everyone close your eyes, bow your heads, place your hand on your heart, and repeat after me. Everyone say, Dear God, thank you so much for making me more like you. Today, I know that you, along with my parents, give me instructions to keep me safe. I will listen and obey you. And in Jesus' mighty name, and all of God's children said, Amen. Church Kids Junior, great job today. I'm so glad that I was able to spend some time with you for our church this week. Now, parents, don't go anywhere just yet. We have some Bible story questions that are going to pop up on the screen so you can continue the conversation with your kids to make family time a little bit more intentional. And also, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/ChurchKids. And don't forget to even follow us on our Instagram at ChurchKidsLV for weekly content and for some Bible story lessons that we had previously, some worship songs that you can dance to with your kids, and some fun interactive games and DIY videos that we've put together. We hope to see you guys next week.